Hello everyone, welcome to Commercial Arithmetic class. So we have started with the fifth unit, partnership. So today we will solve problems based on partnership. So before we begin with the problems, just remember this note, it is very important to solve the problems. So the first note is A's capital by B's capital is equal to A's profit by B's profit. And the next note is A's capital by total capital is equal to A's profit by total profit. So these two are very important. We will be using these two notes. So suppose in this any one quantity is unknown, then using the other three known quantities we can find the fourth unknown quantity easily by cross multiplying. Similarly with this, given the total capital, total profit and any one's capital, we can find the profit or any unknown quantity among the four. So this is a general form. This can be extended to any number of partners. So let us start with the problems. The first problem is A and B enter into partnership. A contributes rupees 1,20,000 and B contributes 2 lakhs. The total profit was rupees 48,000. How should be it divided between A and B? So here they have given there are two partners and they have given the contribution, that is the capital. So they have given A's capital as rupees 1,20,000 and B's capital as 2 lakh rupees. Then they have asked the total profit is rupees 48,000. How should the total profit be divided between A and B? So to divide the total profit, we have to find out the capital ratio first. So to find capital ratio, we can take the ratio of A's capital and B's capital. So A's capital by B's capital, we'll get it by 6 by 10. So we know ratio can be expressed as fractions. So 6 by 10 is again written in the form of ratio, which is 6 is to 10, or the lowest form is 3 is to 5. So once we get the capital ratio, we can find A's share in the profit as well as B's share. So these type of problems we had solved in ratios. So this is A, this is B, and this is your amount to be distributed. So using the formula, it is A by A plus B into P for A's share and B by A plus B into P for B's share. So 3 by 8 into 48,000 is 18,000 rupees, which is A's share in the profit, and B's gain will be 5 by 8 into 48,000, which is 30,000 rupees. When you add this, you will get back to the total profit of A and B. So what you have to do, first find the capital ratios. Then once you get the ratio, we can easily divide the amount between the partners. So let us see the next problem. A puts a capital of rupees 2 lakhs in a partnership with B for 6 months and B puts rupees 6 lakh for the whole year. If the total profit for the year is rupees 1,68,000, how should it be shared between A and B? So first they have given A's capital, which is 2 lakh rupees, and he invests it for 6 months. So A's total capital will be 2 lakhs into 6, because for each month he is contributing a capital of rupees 2 lakhs. So A's capital will be 12 lakhs rupees and B's capital will be 6 lakh into 12. Why 12? Because they have given B puts 6 lakhs for the whole year. So in 1 year there are 12 months, therefore B's capital will be 6 lakhs into 12, which is rupees 72 lakhs. So we got A's capital and B's capital. We can find the capital ratio, which is A's capital by B's capital. So when you simplify the ratio, we will get it as 1 is to 6. So they have given the total profit, which is 1,68,000. So A's share will be 1 by 7 into 1,68,000, which is 24,000 rupees, and B's share is 6 by 7 into 1,68,000, which is 1,44,000 rupees. So the difference in this problem was they have given the months or duration in which the partners are investing or they are contributing. In the earlier problem they had just given the capitals. Here they have given capitals along with the time duration. So let us see the next problem. An employer keeps his capital of rupees 1,50,000 in a trade for 8 months. B, who joins later, keeps the capital for 6 months and receives rupees 60,000 as his share of profit. Out of the total profit of rupees 1,60,000, find B's capital. So initially they have given A, employer keeps his capital of rupees 1,50,000. So this is a partner. So his capital is 1,50,000. He keeps for 8 months. So A's capital will be 1,50,000 into 8, which is 12 lakhs. And then they have given B joins later and keeps his capital for 6 months, but we don't know how much amount he is contributing. So let us assume it as X. So since he is keeping for 6 months, we can take B's capital as 6x. We have to find out B's capital. And then they have given the total profit, which is 1,60,000 rupees. So in that they have given B's share, which is 60,000 rupees. So B's share in the profit is 60,000. So when B's profit share is given, then we can easily find out A's share of the profit, which is total profit minus B's share of profit. That is 1,60,000 minus 60,000, which is 1 lakh rupees. Therefore we got A's share in the total profit, and we have B's share in the profit. We have total profit, we have the capitals of A, we have to find the capital of B. So now we can use the note that we had seen, so which says A's capital by B's capital is equal to A's profit by B's profit. So we know A's capital, we know A's profit and B's share of profit. So with this we can easily find out B's capital. So let us substitute the values. We know A's capital is 12 lakhs rupees and B's capital initially we have taken it as 6x because he invests for 6 months. So 12 lakhs by 6x is equal to A's profit is 1 lakh rupees and B's profit is 60,000 rupees. So we can solve for x. So 6x is rupees 7 lakh 20,000 rupees and x is 1 lakh 20,000 rupees. So therefore B's capital is 6x. So for 6x we got it as 7 lakh 20,000 rupees. So this is the capital of B. So using this note we can easily find out the fourth unknown quantity. Here the unknown quantity was B's capital. The rest of the values were known. So we just substituted and we found the answer. So the fourth problem is A, B and C contribute rupees 2,50,000 and rupees 3 lakhs and rupees 3,50,000 in the beginning of the year. The total profit rupees 3 lakhs during the year. Find B's share. So they have given the capitals, they have given the profit and they have asked to find out B's share. So what we have to do initially, we have to find the capital ratio. Then by using the formula we can easily find. So these type of questions can be asked for 2 marks. So they have given A's capital, B's capital and C's capital. Therefore the capital ratios will be 5:6:7. So this is when you divide it by, and when you take the lowest form you can see all are multiple of 5s. So we can reduce that and we can find the capital ratio easily. So B's share will be B by A plus B plus C, which is 5 plus 6 plus 7 is 18. So B's share is 6 by 18 into total profit. So total profit is 3 lakhs. Therefore, B's share in the total profit is 1 lakh rupees. So the fifth problem is A and B agree into partnership and contribute rupees 2 lakhs and rupees 2 lakhs 50,000 respectively. After 8 months, B retires and C joins with the double the capital contributed by B. If the total profit is rupees 6 lakh 40,000, find the share of each in a year. So they have given A's capital as rupees 2 lakhs into 12 because we are calculating for an year. So A stays in the business for one whole year. Therefore, A's capital will be 2 lakhs into 12, which is 24 lakhs. B's capital is 2 lakh 50,000, but he retires after 8 months. So his capital will be for 8 months. So B's capital is 2 lakh 50,000 into 8, which is 20 lakhs rupees. And they have given C joins with a double the capital contributed by B. So the double of the B's capital is 2 lakhs 50,000 into 2, which is 5 lakh rupees, and C's capital will be for remaining 4 months because B retires at 8 months. So the remaining 4 months is contributed by C. Therefore, C's capital will be 20 lakh rupees. So we got the capital of A, B and C. We can find the capital ratios. So the capital ratio will be 6:5:5. So once you get the capital ratio, then finding the shares of the partners in the profit is very easy. So A's share will be 6/16 into the total profit, which is 6 lakh 40,000. Therefore, A's share is 2 lakh 40,000 rupees. B's share will be rupees 2 lakhs and C's share will be 2 lakh rupees. So let us see the next problem. A and B had capital of rupees 6 lakh and 7 lakh 50,000 respectively. Out of the total gain of rupees 40,000, B had contributed his capital for 4 months, receives rupees 25,000. How long had A kept his capital? So here they have given A's capital, which is 6 lakh, and we don't know for how many months he had kept his capital, so let us take it as X. And then they have given B's capital, which is 7 lakh 50,000, and he has kept for 4 months. Therefore, B's capital will be 3 lakh rupees. They have given the total profit, that is total gain of rupees 40,000. In that 40,000, B receives his share of profit, which is 25,000. Therefore, A's share will be total profit minus B's share, which is 15,000. So we have to find out how many months A has kept as capital. So we can use A's capital by B's capital is equal to A's gain by B's gain. This is 6 lakh into X divided by B's capital. We got it as 3 lakhs. A's gain is 15,000. B's gain is 25,000. So we can solve for X and we get X as 3 months. Therefore, A had kept his capitals for 3 months. The seventh problem is A and B contribute equal amount to a business. After 8 months, B withdraws his amount and C comes with half the amount withdrawn by B. If total profit is 11 lakh rupees, find C's share in the profit. So initially they have given A and B contribute equal amount to a business. So we can take the capital of A and B to be X. And then they have given after 8 months B withdraws his amount. Therefore, B's capital will be 8x and A stays in the business for one whole year. Therefore, A's capital will be 12x. And then they have given when B withdraws after 8 months, C comes with half the amount withdrawn by B. So C's capital will be x by 2. If B's capital is x, half the amount of B will be x by 2, and C stays in the business for the next remaining 4 months. So when you simplify, so this will be 2x. Therefore, we got the capitals of A, B and C. A's capital is 12x, B's capital is 8x and C's capital is 2x. So once we get the capitals, we can easily find out the capital ratio. So the capital ratio is 12x is to 8x is to 2x. So the simplest form or the reduced form, we can write it as 6 is to 4 is to 1. The C share will be C by A plus B plus C into total profit, which is 1 by 11 into 11 lakh rupees, which is 1 lakh rupees. Therefore, C share in the profit is 1 lakh rupees. The eighth problem is A, B and C enter into a partnership. A contributes 72,000 rupees, B contributes 60,000, and then they have given C receives a profit of rupees 32,000 out of the total profit of rupees 76,000. How much does C contribute towards the capital? So we have to find out the C's capital. So they have given A's capital to be 72,000, B's capital to be 60,000, and they have given C's profit, which is 32,000, and they have given the total profit, which is 76,000. So they have given the total profit and C's profit. So the remaining profit will be the profit of A and B. Therefore, A plus B's profit will be total profit minus C's profit, which is 76,000 minus 32,000. We get it as 44,000 rupees. So this is the total profit of A plus B. So we can find out A plus B's capital, which is 72,000 plus 60,000, which is 1,32,000 rupees. Why we are finding A plus B's capital is because we know A plus B's profit now. So using the another note, that is A plus B's capital by C's capital is equal to A plus B's profit by C's profit. We want to find out C's capital. So therefore we are taking A's capital and A plus B's capital and A plus B's profit. So A plus B's capital, we got it as 1,32,000 divided by C's capital is equal to C's profit is A plus B's profit is 44,000 divided by C's profit is 32,000. So we can cross multiply and we can simplify for C's capital, which is 96,000 rupees. So the ninth problem is A, B and C, who have contributed rupees 8 lakhs, 6 lakhs and 4 lakhs respectively, share profit in the proportion 5 is to 4 is to 3. They admit fourth partner D on a condition that he will contribute rupees 6,60,000 and 3,60,000 of his contribution is his share of goodwill. Find their financial capitals. So initially they have given the capitals of A, B and C. They have also given the profit ratio, which is 5 is to 4 is to 3. They have given D's capital, which is 6,60,000. Out of this 6,60,000, 3,60,000 is the amount or his contribution towards the goodwill. So once we know the amount of the goodwill, we can find out A's goodwill, B's goodwill and C's goodwill. For that, the formula is profit ratio of A divided by A plus B plus C into the goodwill amount, which is 5 by 12 into 3,60,000, which is rupees 1,50,000, which is A's goodwill. For B's goodwill, it will be 4 divided by 12 into 3,60,000, which is 1,20,000 rupees, and C's goodwill will be 3 by 12 into 3,60,000, which is 90,000 rupees. So once we get to know the amount of goodwill that is distributed by the partners, we can find the financial capitals. So therefore A's financial capital will be his initial capital plus the goodwill amount. So A's financial capital is rupees 6 lakh plus his goodwill, which is 1,50,000. Therefore A's financial capital is 9,50,000 rupees. B's financial capital will be his capital plus the goodwill amount distributed, which is 4,90,000 rupees. And D's financial capital will be C's financial capital will be his capital plus the goodwill amount, which is 4 lakhs plus 90,000, which is 4,90,000 rupees. And D's financial capital will be initially his capital they have given, which is 6,60,000, minus the goodwill amount will be the D's financial capital, which is rupees 3 lakhs. So when the goodwill amount is given and the profit ratio is given, we can find out individual partners goodwill share, and then A's financial capital will be the capital plus the amount that they get from the goodwill you have to add. So the 10th problem is A, B and C contribute rupees 3 lakhs, 4 lakhs and 5 lakhs respectively. Before profits are distributed, A is paid 25% of the total profit because he works as a manager of the firm. If C's share in the profit is rupees 1 lakh, find the total profit of the company. So they have given A's capital, B's capital, C's capital and C's share of profit, and additionally they have given A is paid 25% of the total profit. So we have to find out the total profit. Now we know that C's capital by total capital is equal to C's gain or profit by total profit. So we have to find out this total profit. So the rest three terms are known. So A's capital is given 5 lakh rupees divided by total capital will be, you have to add these three, A's capital plus B's capital plus C's capital, which is 12 lakh rupees, and they have given C's profit, which is 1 lakh rupees. So now the total profit, that is 75% of the total profit, because 25% is paid to the A. So when you cross multiply, we get total profit as rupees 2,40,000. This is 75% of the total profit. For this simplification, you can even solve using, they have given C share, you can find out the capital ratio, and all the terms are known except the total profit. So that will be C share is equal to C by A plus B plus C into the total profit. So by cross multiplying, you can even find out the total profit in that case, which will turn out to be 2,40,000. So this is 75% of the total profit, as 25% of the total profit is paid to A. So now we can overall find out the total profit, which is 2,40,000 into 100 by 75, which is 3,20,000 rupees. Why we are simplifying like this is because, so they have given percent and profit. If the percent is 75%, the profit is 2,40,000 rupees. So for 100%, what will be the profit? We need that total profit. So cross multiply x, that is total profit, will be 2,40,000 into 100 by 75,000, which is 3,20,000 rupees. So please go through these problems once again, try to solve them. If you have any doubts, you can contact me. In the next class, we will solve the remaining problems of partnership. So that's it for today's class. Thank you.